In this video, we're going to be talking about how to start an LLC in the state of Michigan, the necessary filings and documents and the information that goes along with that, the what to do if you're rejected, state compliance that is required on a regular basis, and then your tax election options after the filing has been made. So we consider the necessary 3 items to be the state filing, which you file with the state, the EIN that you file with the IRS, and the legal documents which you have to take care of on your own. These are the 3 things you need to open a bank account. Therefore, we deem them to be the necessary items. In the state of Michigan, an LLC filing is called the Articles of Organization. So once you're approved from the state and they get you your approved filing back, it is called the Articles of Organization. The fee is $100. You file it online. The turnaround time is 2 business days. The future amount of time that you can set your start date is 90 days. So if it's October 15th and you want to start the business January 1st, you can file on October 15th and put the effective date as January 1st. Name selection, standard common sense type stuff. You can't use someone else's name. You can't be Amazon LLC in the state of Michigan. You can't be ABC Tile Incorporated LLC. You can't use a corporation name in an LLC name. You can't. You have to have a unique name. That's just required. Registered agent. So you have to have a physical address that a constable can come and deliver state mail in person to a physical address to a human Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on regular business hours. You can use a home address, but then you don't have the privacy of a home address. If you cannot provide this information, you can use a third-party registered agent service. It's very common, but it needs to be in the state, and Better Legal can provide this. But every state requires this. It's just a normal thing. The LLC gets delivered via email. If rejected, the email will have instructions on what to do to refile. If you don't refile after 60 days, it's just abandoned. You have to start over and pay a new fee. It is non-refundable, so make sure you stay on top of that. The state compliance is called the annual report. It is due annually. It costs $25, and it is due on February 15th of every single year. You can file early, so January 1st to February 15th of every year is your state compliance filing. After you get the LLC filing back from the state, after it's been approved, and only after it's been approved, do you get your EIN from the IRS. The reason why you wait is because you don't want to have a name rejection from the state, but you've already filed for ABC Tile with the IRS, and you've got to be XYZ Tile over here. You've got conflicting names. So you wait until you get the LLC filing back. It is also known as an FEIN, Federal Tax ID. You do not have to be an employer to need an EIN. You do not need to employ anybody. You can be by yourself. You still need an EIN. It is just the social security number of the business, if you will. The reason why you need an EIN is to pay taxes to the IRS if you make any money, to open a bank account. Any bank you open an account with is going to ask for the EIN. If you are a vendor for someone else and they make you fill out a W-9, if you don't want to provide them your social security number, you're going to have to give them an EIN instead. You cannot carry this over from another business. So if you've been a sole proprietor for many, many years and you've got an existing EIN and you file for a new LLC, you cannot carry over that EIN from the old business. You need new business, new EIN. After all that is done, you need the legal documents which prove who the operators of the business are and who the owners of the business are. This is the only document that proves ownership of your business. So if you've got someone that's acting as a partner with you for many years, but you're the sole owner, how do you prove that? It's this document here. If you end up having more people later on enter the business, it helps determine the rules of the business that have been determined over years and years, decades, and centuries. It is often overlooked, especially when someone starts by themselves, but then they take a little bit of money or they have a partner. This is something you want to do as soon as you do the other things. You do not want to skimp out on this. You do not want to download a free template. You get one from an attorney or from a service like Better Legal that provides one as part of your order. Once you are done with all of that, you automatically, by default, with the IRS, if you are by yourself in an LLC, you get classified as a sole proprietor. The IRS does not have a classification for an LLC. They never have. So a single owner or a single member LLC is classified as a sole proprietor. A multi-member, 2 or more people, gets classified as a partnership. If you choose to be an S Corp or a C Corp at a later date, it is an election filing you make with the IRS. You can do this 2 months and 15 days after the formation. So date of formation, you've got 2 months and 15 days to do that initially, and then 2 months and 15 days every calendar year. So between January 1st and roughly March 15th of every year, you've got that option. So the first couple of years, you're not making a lot of money. You just go with the default. And then all of a sudden your CPA says, hey, you're starting to make a lot of money. You might want to file to be an S Corp. So you can do that between January 1st and March 15th. And that is everything you need to know to form and start an LLC in the state of Michigan. There's more information in the details below. Thanks for being here.